Yo guys, we are back here once again after a week of not doing anything YouTube related. Kind of rejuvenating myself from being at the point of wanting to not really play any games. After that, I don't know what happened, but there was just a point during that week, last week, where I just didn't want to record anything. I just kind of wanted to be kept to myself, which I did, and in that time I ended up reflecting on some things, realized what I want to do with this channel, and I came up with some ideas for the second channel as well. And I also did watch a bunch of anime too. I didn't really find any interest in a lot of YouTube stuff, so anime was there to kind of keep me entertained throughout this whole week. But now we are back, and I could finally say, hey everybody, life treating you good. This is Beat for One Big Games, and welcome back to a feature presentation of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Now I'd like to apologize on being late with this video and on the next video that will come up today as well, Final Fantasy VII. But because of yesterday being daylight savings time, that kind of screwed me up a bit. Not as much yesterday as it did this morning, but I only got like 4 hours of sleep, and then I ended up, after I dropped off my sisters at the school bus, I ended up getting like 2 more hours of sleep. But it turns out I got sick because of this whole time, because of the time change and everything. My body wasn't used to it, and now I'm feeling the effects of it. So, anyway, last time we were here, I'm sorry for spiking for making the sound spike, but I don't know why. Certain times when I talk, I just get really loud. But last time we got the 2 prime suspects of this crime, and we were interrogating them for a bit, and I got stuck. And then I talked to our little junior detective, and she kind of helped us out a bit. So, even though I am a week removed from anything Phoenix Wright related, and I kind of forgot some things, how about we just hop back into it and see if I don't mess this up. Okay, so if I remember correctly, when we talked to her, they kind of specifically threw a bone towards us to go ahead and talk to him. So, we will see what happens. Oh, I guess that's really it. Well, oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see what happens. We got literally an hour, because I'm going to record today's episode and tomorrow's episode. I guess while we're here, I might as well explain this. Well, once this goes. Okay. So the plan is to do 2 videos a day, Monday through Thursday, because I think Monday through Thursday is the easiest way for me to upload, because on Friday, when I tried to do that the week before, I completely missed that day, and I wasn't able to record. And from now on, we're going to do 2 videos at a time, 2 series, I should say. So we're focusing on Phoenix Wright and Final Fantasy VII until Phoenix Wright is done. Once Phoenix Wright is done, then we're going to go ahead and hop back to Danganronpa. Once Danganronpa is done, or Final Fantasy VII, whichever one comes first, we will hop back into Naruto. And then once the other series is over, we will hop back into, what's next? Yu-Gi-Oh! And then once one of those 2 series are done, we're going to go ahead and hop back into Persona 3. And then once the other series is done, we're going to go ahead and start up the new project that we got. But until then, we're just going to keep it with 2 series at a time. That way it's a little easier on me, it's a little easier on you guys as well. Anyway, Matt's secret. Shoot. Actually, you know what? I can't even save here. For whatever reason, I want to try this. I didn't think that was going to work. Well, let's just take the damage. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I do care, but I don't care. How are you supposed to know? He didn't know anything about that, so that's not it. I don't know. Maybe we do have to go after Adrian. I don't know. I could easily look up the answer, but I'd rather figure this out myself. It just sucks because I haven't played this game consistently, so I forgot so much stuff. Adrian. Now, if I remember correctly, we did get something with her at one point. She just has one, but it's literally the hardest one to crack. Yeah, it was this. That's right, this is what I don't have. No, I don't. Maybe there's something I missed. Oh, March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Who was this? Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, Mr. Powers! What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. You're the witness! No! So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Uh-oh. They said my face and whole self in general looks suspicious or something. Are you serious? Why do you keep... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. Oh, I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? No. I need your help though, because I don't know anything. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said. For frick's sake. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm going to take a wild guess and say to me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? You act like Edgeworth isn't your friend. Come on now. This is going to do a lot of damage tonight, you know, because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been the kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. What do you mean? He'd always say, it's just a game, to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! Ow! Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know. Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Gossip. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. What? I mean, celebrities and their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? Do I have to turn on the TV? Yeah, let me turn it down a bit. A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that razzle-dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impacts? We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about the mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Are you Blanca? Blanca, please, don't hurt me. Blanca, stop. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Carita? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her other friends. And she said, it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man. An insidious man? Does she mean Mr. Carita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Unguard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Uh-oh. Mr. Nick, your phone! Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. Why am I getting caught by work? Well, now I feel bad for turning down that offer, but I'm not prepared, dude. I wouldn't mind going to the door, but I have to take the bus, and the money I have now, I don't have enough. I only have a quarter for Thursday. Oh, it sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office real soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end. Hello? You got cut off. What's going on, Mr. Nick? Gumshoe said that we need to go back to the office right away. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about? Mr. Nick, pull yourself together. Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow, I doubt that. Stay frosty, man. I'm scared. March 22nd, Wright and Cole offices. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's already back. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera. Huh? This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear side of the camera. I should have didn't say that. Wasn't that Mr. Edgeworth that figured? Shh, Pearls. And? Go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to the crime. Well, who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy another person in the room? Man on guard. Huh? Man on guard. Your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Okay, what's up, bud? Lay it on me, pal. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. Oh, excuse me. It's for $3,800, pal. Jeez, that's an exact match to the price of the stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Unguard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Unguard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Unguard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Not this guy. Credit card receipt added to the court record. Spy camera. So what about the spy camera we found? Ah, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to file away into evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear refilled into the court record. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Carita's room was man on guard. Why? Why would Mr. Unguard do something like this? I better want to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Carita in one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. Unguard, I mean. Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we will find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for pearls. Man on guard. What in the world have you done? If that ain't a good time to save, I don't know what is then. I'm so glad we went into that, because I thought we were just at a loss. Like, I thought there was no way to continue unless if you figured it out, but I see now that that was wrong. Now, because of this, I kind of want to check somewhere else. Damn. I thought something new was gonna pop up. Okay, never mind. Oh shoot. That scared me. You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Oh, so you're open to talking now, huh? Okay. Oh, I see now. Okay. I wonder if I could break all of these now. Let's see. So, I'm gonna say... I had a feeling. This bear was in Mr. Kurita's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. It actually looks kind of classy, if you know what I mean. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive. Which is why it is very odd that this gadget was found inside the bear. This is a very small video camera. And it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear. Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter. Which means... someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Kurita's room. Oh. Huh. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Kurita was... Mr. Unguard. Don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What is this? What is this? What do you mean, what else did the bear tell you? What are you talking about? What are you going on about? What is this? He says that the one who put the cat... You're not even talking to... What? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Unguard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up on your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here is the proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. If Pete could talk. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Unguard. It's from when you bought the stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800. This could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew! Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? That's nasty. Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. Nandesu ka? So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked you why you set the camera up yet. and what your secret is, of course. It would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Creator's room and filmed it in secret is... Shoot. Is it the magazine cover? Look how much health I'm gonna lose, man. I don't like this. Okay, so the reason you hid it is because of this? Okay, thank goodness. Adrian Andrews? There is a rumor going around that Mr. Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita, you were going to reveal this as a fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you could be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we could get publicity without spending a penny on that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stopped paying attention to us, then that'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Creator because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I could think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Creator's room was... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let's just save over the last save state. Yes. Yes, I don't care. Thank you. Shoot, I didn't want to no. Why do I keep... I keep doing this. Stop it! Okay, that's fine. Was it this? Oh, it was. Cool. Okay. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer. That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Oh, my health! If I don't save state here, I swear. Mr. Man on Guard. I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Man on Guard. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On Guard, you really did hire. Chotomate. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult? Myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh shoot, what? You! How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Man on Guard. Yes! I'm at full health! This slimy piece of garbage. Oh, this music. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. So you were Shelly the Killer's client. You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera in? A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their hands. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl. Holy crap, his demeanor changed. Why? Why would you kill Mr. Kurita? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Kurita had been able to give it, then Mr. Ngard's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, man on guard. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Kurita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Kurita! Ha ha ha! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Aw, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Aw, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya! You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this! That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do?